What's good? What's good? It's your boy, MI4K20, also known as Damon, back in the building. We Talk Hawks TV. We Talk Hawks daily. We back. We're about to start getting hot on these uploads and videos and these lives, family. I didn't put out a update that I was gonna go live, so let me go ahead and send these things out. Let people know we hot and heavy. I don't expect that many people to be in here because I didn't put out that I was gonna go live. So nobody probably expecting anything right now. So let's go ahead and let's start putting it out on socials real quick. I'm a little rusty. I know I should have done that. Yeah, I should have probably done that before I went live. But hey, I got to get back into the swing of things. You feel me? So let me go ahead and put these out. Y'all give me a couple seconds. Give me a couple more seconds, family. A couple more seconds. Yeah, I got the link, man. I'm putting the link out right now, real quick. Y'all give me a couple more seconds. I know I should have done this earlier, but I was in the gym hitting the weights. So but anyway, I'm ready to start talking some Hawks, man. It's been a minute, family. Been a minute. Okay, I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling good. What's good, family? Talk to me. Talk to me. What's good, family? It's your boy. And we back, like I said, man, as the season start to ramp up, training camp start to ramp up. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead. Y'all gonna start seeing more videos, more lives. What's good, Matt? What's good, my guy? That boy Von Freeze. I'm gonna have to link up with you there, Von Freeze. I need to get a new song, man, for a new season. You feel me? Let me drop the link just in case anybody need to come tap in. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. Boom. Gonna drop that there. Boom. That's the link. And y'all know how we do, man. Drop the link. You want to come up here, voice your opinion, voice your thoughts. Be my guest. Come on up here, man. This is a channel for the fans, by the fans, talking about our Atlanta Hawks. Let's go. Let's talk real quick. We back in the news today, guys. We back in the news today. Let me bring my guy Matt on real quick. What's good, homie? It's been a minute.
I know. What's up, Demond? How you doing?
Chilling, man. Chilling, man. Just chilling, bro. Ain't nothing really much been going on with the Hawks after we had the little DeJounte Murray pickup. We had DeJounte Murray clowning at the other
The pro
uh
am.
pro-ams and whatnot.
Yeah.
But besides that, after that, man, it was kind of dry for Hawks news, man. That's why I haven't been putting up a lot of videos because I'm like, I can't I'm not the type I can't come on here and just talk about nothing, bro. You know what I'm
I got
saying?
you. Yeah.
Or something petty, but hold up real quick. Somebody said Hawks Twitter is unhappy with Capella right now. What Hawks Twitter mad at Capella for, young boy? I gotta hear this one because I guarantee it's gonna be something that we already done said on this show probably hundreds of times. You feel me? But let's get hot real quick, Matt. Did you see the trade we made today?
Yes.
Thoughts? Immediate thoughts. First. Did you look at any highlights of Buddy?
I did.
Okay. What's your thoughts on it?
I think that's more like a super depth piece. It's not something that's going to be in a rotation. I think that trade has more to do with one, getting under the tax, and then two, Jalen Johnson. I think is really probably looking like he's going to solidify that backup 4 spot. So they're like, let's get rid of Mo early so Jalen can feel comfortable. And let's, get him his 15, 20 minutes a night. So ain't no reason for him to be in some fake, competition with Heartless. And like I said, it gets them under the tax. So in case things don't work out this season, they're not paying, $75 million tax on a team that don't work. If it don't, worst case scenario, if it don't work out.
You know what, man? I didn't even look at it like that. You know how I looked at it as after I saw Buddy's skills and whatnot? The first thing popped in my head was anybody who's 6'7" to 6'9" and a wing player on Atlanta Hawks, you've been put on notice. Because let's talk. This is where my mind went. Tell me if I'm crazy. I went straight to DeAndre Hunter and John Collins. Now, I went to Collins, but granted, I hate to say it, but I forgot about Jalen Johnson, bro. Like I forgot about the dude. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but with DeAndre Hunter, bro, this guy can handle the ball like a freaking point guard, bro. Literally, like for real. He's almost like a point forward. He can shoot the 3. Granted, he shot 32% last year. The dude's a rookie, man. I mean, he missed his rookie year because he had a torn ACL. So technically, last year was his first year playing, but his second year with OKC. He could shoot the 3. He shot it at a 32% clip last year. He had a nice little bit of points against us when we played him in Oklahoma City last year. But I'm thinking this is an insurance policy on Dre because we talking about Dre's knee issues. Then let's talk about the contract situation with Dre. So I'm thinking this could be an insurance policy. Say Dre knee is tripping, or say it's not tripping. He has a good season, but he wants more money than what we want to pay him for his services. I feel that now. Let me put this out now. Everything I'm saying is pure. I'm just speculating, and I'm just going off everything on paper. Obviously, we have to see these guys play the game. Okay, guys? Because I don't want nobody coming in here saying, you don't know what he gonna do. Whoa. We just speculating, bro. But I think that he brings, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it, man. I know people might hate me, get on my ass for it, but I think he brings a little bit more than what Hunter could bring. He gives you, bro. What? Let's talk real quick. He gives you ball handling at a point guard level. So that gives you 3 ball handlers on the court when you're running Trey. If you run Trey, Murray, and him, that's 3 legit ball handlers. He gives you the length at 6'8". He plays defense. obviously we watching the highlights, guys.
Yeah.
So we can only go off the highlights. Okay. We know
Mm.
he ain't made no all defensive team. I know somebody gonna say something crazy. He gives you defense. He even when you watch his highlights, he attacks the basket, right? And he does something that Dre never does. He rebounds the ball.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm saying, man, like he brings a lot to the team right now. I think it's to put Dre on notice, man. For real,
You
put
don't
him
think
on
that's
notice.
you don't think Griffin, that's more so AJ Griffin?
We don't know what we're gonna get out this guy, man. Is he gonna play? They say he healthy, but hell, they held him out of summer league for some old minor stuff.
Yeah, his foot. Now
And he had 2 ACL tears, man. Like let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
And I'm not hating on the young guy, but I'm saying you really can't go into the season with Griffin and pencil him in for 70, 75 games. Same way you can't do DeAndre Hunter right now. Well, Hunter got a track record.
Well, I think this season, they got a Holiday, right? Justin Holiday for this season. He on a 1-year deal, But so you talking about this guy long term if Hunter don't work out?
I'm talking about him at least for 2 or 3 years because Hunter come up for contract this year.
Yeah,
he up for contract this year.
I think they're gonna get something done though because it's a risk on both sides. It's a risk on their side because if he pops off like we all anticipating he will, that's $100 million player. And then you got Murray coming up the year after next. That's $100, $150, $125 million player. So you're kind of hoping that you could get Hunter for a discount, and maybe a little bit more than what you want to spend, but you got to look a year, 2 years, because if he pops off and he wants Bridges money, right? Let's say he averages 17, 18 points a game, 5 or 6 rebounds, and is in makes an all defensive team, or is in that conversation. That's $100 million for his size and where he was drafted 4th overall. That's $100 million player. And you still got Murray that's coming up. So I don't. And then you got Jalen and Onyeka coming up.
So that's where old buddy V fits in. You don't have to give Hunter $100 million. Think about it.
So if he averaged 18, let's say his stat line is 18, 6, and like I said, he's in defensive player of the year conversation. You wouldn't pay him?
This is what you gotta ask yourself. Is Hunter, say he gives you that, right?
Yeah.
Do you consider Hunter one of those players who can be considered part of a big whatever, a big 3, a big 2, right? Because you commit $100 million to Hunter, you losing somebody. Yeah. You're gonna lose Onyeka. You losing somebody because that's gonna be, listen, you're gonna have you got $200 million tied up in Trey. Trey at $200 million, right?
Yeah.
You got John, $125 million. Well, this year, this is the second year, so he's $100 million right now. That's $300 million.
Mm-hmm.
You have to give Murray his money, $100 million, $150 million minimum. We already know that because he got, I think he got another year left after this. So the price is gonna go up.
Yeah.
So I think if Hunter turns out to do that, unless you think he is somebody you can consider part of a big 3, if you consider him part of a big 3, that he's that good, you give him the money. If not, this where the front office messes up. You got to figure that out before the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Because you want to say, this is what you got to do. Say Dre start the season off and he giving me the 18 and he's in those conversations, right? Right then, I already know if I'm going to pay this dude whatever his asking price is. Let's just throw a number. Say he wants $125 million.
Yeah.
Let's throw a number out there.
Yeah.
You need to know if you're going to give him that money probably by December. Because in your head, if you don't think you want to give him that money, you have to trade him at the deadline, or you're gonna have another John Collins situation to where now you force to give him the money that you don't really think he's worth. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I think he's not good enough to be a part of a big two, but I can see Hunter being. You have to move Collins, but I could see Hunter being part of a big three. Him, Murray, and Trey. If he does what I think he's going to do this season, absolutely. Because for that position, it's so hard to find his prototype, in the NBA that's not making $90, $100 million.
We just got one, the white dude.
I'm saying a dude that was a top 4 pick. You know what I'm saying? A dude.
But let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck, Matt. Hunter, he ain't really done nothing to stand out to make you say, bro, what are we gonna do if he leaves? How can we replace this production?
So you don't think they played worse when he's been gone? Out of the lineup?
No.
Really?
No, because
Hunter, a big drop off.
Hunter, let me tell you, Hunter don't give you no rebounding. Okay. On the offense or defensive side. Okay. He don't attack the basket. He don't get to the free throw line. Hunter is really a real 3. He's literally a real 3-and-D player. He don't attack, doesn't get to the line, doesn't crash the boards. He just he don't even bring the ball up court. He just stands at the 3-point line and either shoot the 3 or do the little drive and try to pull up at the mid-range before the free throw line. He do the same stuff, man.
So
what else does he give you?
So this year, all right, he's bigger. Well, he looks bigger. I know. He looks bigger. He said he spent all summer just for you, Demond, working on his dribbling, working on his handles all summer. And he said he's been really spending a lot of time with Carmelo and his trainer on working on his one-on-one moves. I think he has the same trainer as Jaylen Brown, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure he does. So, okay. I mean, and a lot of good players have popped in their 4th year. Kawhi, Paul George, Jimmy Butler, a lot of
but
OG Anunoby.
Let's talk about those guys. But those guys was balling before their 4th year.
But a lot of them went I think Paul George went from 11 points a game to 20. Like an 8-point jump between his 3rd year and his 4th year. So
because you got to, but with Paul George, remember he was also sharing the ball with Danny Granger. Remember, Granger was the star when he got there. So it's not like.
I think you went out, Demond. Or did I go out? I think Demond went out. Hawks Twitter unhappy with Capella. I've been unhappy with Capella. Time for Big O.
Are we back? Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, man. I'm like, dang, the first day back, man, this thing already tripping, man. But my son been using my computer, man. He got all these, I don't know what programs he got up to. He be trying to hack Roblox and all that stuff. But let me get back on on topic here. So
All right.
we speaking on Dre, right? You
Yeah,
said
we
Dre.
was talking. You was talking about the player. I think we was talking Paul George, how he jumped his 4th year.
Oh yeah, because Danny Granger was the star. But this is my thing right here, man. DeAndre Hunter. Why wasn't he working on them handles last offseason?
Remember, he had the wrist surgery. Remember, he broke his wrist and he had to rehab from his wrist surgery.
There we go.
Yeah.
Always hurt, bro.
So yeah,
Always hurt. He not reliable. I'm gonna tell you something. Players always ball out on that contract year, dog. They always do it. They get the money and then they drop right back to their regular land points a game. And that's why I said we should not extend Hunter. I think I made a video a couple months back. We should not extend Hunter, man. Let him play out the season. If he worth $100 million, he'll earn it.
But then, okay, like I said, okay, let's say he earned it, right? Then you have to get rid of Collins and probably Capella, which hopefully by a trade deadline.
Why we got to get rid of them?
Because the money don't work. You can't, you know what I'm saying, you could carry it over to the next summer, but then you're going to get rid of John Collins for cheap because you have to keep Murray. And next summer you have to keep Onyeka too. So really, to me, it's going to come down between keeping Hunter or keeping Collins.
That's going to depend on what we do in the season in the playoffs. If we make it to the conference finals or the finals, you run it back. You don't let them go. You run it back because at the end of the day, it costs money to win championships. Look at Golden State. They run around with, let's see, how many max players on their team?
Yeah, but that
Draymond, Curry.
That guy's different though. He paying. I think they paid because they're like a repeater. I think they paid like $300 million just in taxes, not even like for the roster.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm sure they businessmen, so I'm sure they ran the numbers of jersey sales, season tickets, all this money they bringing in plus the TV money, and to see, hey, are we going to still be making a profit while winning? Obviously, the answer is yes, because they paid all them cats.
You think that our ownership got the appetite for? I think they'll pay it for a year or two. I don't think they're going to be paying it for years. I think they'll pay it for, but I think that's why they tried really hard to get underneath the cap because they don't want to spend, the tax this year and it don't work. They want to see if it works first.
That's what separate Atlanta Hawks from LA Lakers. That's what separate Atlanta Hawks from Brooklyn Nets. That's what separate Atlanta Hawks from Golden State Warriors. They paying the money. You'll never hear Laker fans. When the last time? Let me ask you a question, and anybody in the chat. When the last time you heard a Laker fan discuss the salary cap? Do you think they care about that salary cap? I've never heard a Laker fan talk about the salary cap. You know what they talk about? Winning championships.
But it's a little different because they got a standard they have to live up to. So
why we can't have that standard?
I want us to, but that's I just, to me, because they tried so hard to get underneath the cap. That's why they traded Kevin Huerter. One of the reasons they traded him.
Well, because they do stupid stuff, man. Like extending Kevin Huerter. That was a bad move. I said it. I said, wait till the season. Let them earn it. After about 25 games, by December, you're going to know if that person worth that money they want. You're going to know it. And then he could have traded Kevin Huerter. That's why they traded him. They only traded him because of the money. But guess what? If Kevin Huerter was giving us 18 points a night, he wouldn't have got traded. So that tells me that's a bad contract by the front office. Terrible contract by the front office. Because what's his name? Because Travis Slink and Landry Fields trying to be slick, trying to get ahead of the ball game. But see, in reality, this is how I think when it comes to the Hawks. I already know to compete for a championship, you have to pay the money to play. You're gonna be in tax hell, just like all the other teams. Every team that's contending, Bucks, all of them paying luxury tax. Okay, you already know you're gonna have to pay that to compete with these guys, unless you get lucky and you get some of Travis dumpster diving dudes paying out, right? But you gonna have to pay that money. So, but you got to be smart with it. I'm gonna be honest here. I think a lot of us we fell in love with some of the players because we draft, Herder. We drafted that guy. We've been, what I'm saying, he been with us for 4 years. So yeah, and then he had the good game for that game 7. So I understand why fans is like, hey man, you know what? I want to keep this guy, but I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Kevin Herder he ain't really nothing but a role player, bro.
But I still think Kevin Herter's a good player. I read, I think yesterday or today, it might have been last night, that Sacramento is going to start him at the 2.
Well, let me say this. He was a role player for us.
Yeah.
Given whatever Nate had him doing. Because I believe Kevin Herter, because I used to call him the Atlanta Gordon Hayward, when Hayward was in Utah. He got the size, got the ability, but once again, a player like Kevin Herter, he probably not gonna say nothing. He probably gonna keep his mouth closed. So, and the saying, closed mouths don't get fed. Yeah. So I'm sure he could have gave us a whole lot more, but Nate is not utilizing the players to their full capacity. But I will tell you this: we ain't gotta see Kevin Herter inbound that ball no more. That's one good thing.
Yeah, that was he kind of makes some boneheaded decisions sometimes, but. That's why I get why they didn't want to pay the tax this year, because you don't know how Nate is going to use Murray and Trey, and what I'm saying, he's saying, I'll give him credit, he's saying the right stuff, talking about emotion offense and moving Trey off the ball, using baseline screens and stuff, more of a movement offense. But until I actually see him implement it, I have reservations because he's never done it anywhere else.
Yeah, that's why I don't take them old media day interviews. I don't take them seriously, man. They're just saying anything so you get out their face. You know what I'm saying? Nate said the same crap last year. Yeah, we're gonna have movement. Woo, woo, woo. Came out with that same shit from last year. You know what I'm saying? He always say that stuff. That's why I said, man.
I think you went out again, Demond. Yeah, he went out again.
But again, all right. Well, here we go. We Talk Hawks TV take 5. Sorry, guys. Hey. This weekend, I'm gonna redo all my setup and everything, man. I don't know why it's tripping like this for some reason today. But what else on your mind? Hold on, let's see. Let me see what the chat talking about real quick. My guy roll one up, say big market team, small market expectations. Bam. That's fact.
I mean, I agree. I agree with that in part, but I think wrestler, I think his name is, I think he will spend the money. I think he'll spend the money. I just think they're cautious because he don't want to waste the money. He got money, but he don't want to waste it.
He cautious because of what Travis did after last season. That's why they cautious now, giving out the Herder contract, messing up with John Collins and having to pay him which I don't really think they want to pay John Collins that money, but they really had no choice because they didn't trade him. By letting them stupid leaks get out. And that's what I be talking about when I be telling people you cannot let that stuff get out because it just brings down the trade value of the player. But that's why he being cautious, because Travis jacked it up last season. Instead of reinforcing the team, he gave out silly contracts. He extended Capella for no reason. Man, don't get me started back on that, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, because y'all heard me say this stuff over and over again. But what my boy Chip say? Hold up, what's this? Okay, how we feel about the new guy from OKC? Hey, he a hooper, man. He a hooper. I know a lot of people is concerned. They probably like, who is this guy, man? I'm telling you, bro. That dude, I watched him highlight. That dude got talent, bro. Let me change it. I don't want to say talent. He has skill.
Yeah. Okay.
He has skill because he could dribble that ball. He attack that basket. He just needs some time in the league, man.
He's better than Dang. I know that.
I'm better than Dang, bro. And I'm only 5'9". I'm better than Dang. Sorry ass. I'm ready to fire Travis over that. My boy roll one up. Say, I love Trae Young, but I'm 100% sure the Hawks didn't draft Luka because along with Luka came expectation. Hawks always run away from expectation. They decided to trade and take Trae Woodward. Hey, roll one up. He on one today, bro.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Hey,
I don't know about that.
Some people can say it's a reach, but I mean, when you think about the Atlanta Hawks, when you think about our history, dog, when you think, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think, like I said, I think they only traded Luka Doncic because Travis Sling, his analytics team, ran them numbers that knew that pick was gonna be in the lottery.
Yeah,
and it was probably he was probably trying to he probably was shooting for Zion, because that's a lottery where we had two top 10 picks and they jerked us. We had like 10 and got dang like 8. Like, what the hell?
And then if you go back and read the reports around that time, they said that the scouting team had them even, but Travis just liked Trae more for whatever reason. He liked, I don't know what, he liked him more, but as far as from a skill perspective, they were equal. And I think, honestly, I personally think they're equal. I still think they're equal.
What kills Trae is his height. If Trae was 6'6" and could get more rebounds, that's the only thing that Luka Doncic get over him is the rebounds, because Trae's so short, and plus Trae don't be down there and looking for, even though he averaged more rebounds than DeAndre Hunter, but that's the guy y'all want to give him $100 million. He can't even get us 5 rebounds a night, and he's 6'8". But
are you against bringing back Hunter at all, or you just like he gotta like have such a great year where it's not, or it's like undeniable you got to bring him back?
I like Dre. I'm all about paying him what he worth. Let him play the season out. Let him play it out. And guess what? You know what? If he does give you 18, let's make up some. Say he give you 18, 5, and 2. Yeah. If that and he shoot, let's say he shoot 30. I'll be fair. Let's say he shoot 37% from 3. Right? Okay. If you think that's worth $100 million in today's NBA, then pay that man. But I'm not about giving him no goddamn $50, $60, $70 million now, and he ain't even proved that he could play 70 games a season.
Because I think right now, the last report I saw, they had offered 60, like I think 66, something like that, 64. But his agents is like, no, like everybody that fits his prototype is getting 80, 90, 100. So,
yeah, but are those players fitting his prototype? How many games are they playing per season? How many rebounds are they averaging? Let's be honest, bro. Dre ain't nothing but a 3-and-D player for us. What else does he do? What else does he do besides shoot the 3?
You don't think he's a good defender?
Bro, he what the young kids say? He mid. Ain't that what the young kids say now? He mid. I mean, bro, I ain't never seen him make no all-defensive team. I ain't even heard him be mentioned to make an all-defensive team.
I think it got to do with his health more than his skill.
Well, I mean, that's still a problem. That's still an issue. You willing to give him $100 million? You don't know how many games he's gonna play.
Okay, I'll put it Mikal Bridges in Phoenix, right? He's better than Mikal Bridges today. Right now, he's better than Mikal Bridges, and Mikal Bridges got $100 million. Now, Mikal Bridges, he got that money because he was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting, or third, whatever he was. But I believe Hunter can have that same impact. He just got to stay healthy. But like he said yesterday, media day, he said he can't control his health.
Yeah, he can.
Essentially, that's what he said.
He can control his health. Like for his knee, he could have went and got second. After he came on when he was out for his knee, he went out for his knee. He came back a couple. They say he was fine. He come in the game. He played like 15 minutes. He get off, his knee swell up. If I'm his homie, I'm telling him, bro, you need to go get a second opinion, my guy. You need to go get a second opinion on that knee, bro. Because they just said you was good. You come up here, play 15 minutes, now your knee all swollen again. Get a second opinion and make sure you healthy before you come back on the court. Just because the team doctors clear you, because the team doctors they for the team. They ain't for the player. So you gotta take your health. That got to be your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? But let me address what Roll Up said. Roll won't say, don't care what they say. Count department, we saw Mavs willing to leverage their team for Luka because they knew he changed their franchise. Hawks didn't want that pressure and got lucky with Trey. I'm gonna say something about what he just.
Dre went out. Okay, yeah, he went out. All right, let me read what it says. Don't care about what they say. Their accounting department said we saw Mavs win that leverage team because they knew change franchise. Roll one up. I don't think that's what it was. I think, like I said, I think they're equal. I think the scouting department had them equal. I think they're equal. The points are almost equal. Trey averages more assists. He shoots better from the three, the free throw line, and the field than Luka. It's just Luka played overseas. As you saw it last offseason with their coaching change and their front office change, he could be very volatile. So I think they couldn't, wait for, they couldn't draft a good team around Luka and say, hey, Luka, be patient. Let's go get a good team around. Let's draft a good team around you, and then let's develop and come up together like they did with Trey. But Luka, because he has a volatile personality, they had to say, we got to win right now. You know what I'm saying? Before he explodes. He ended up exploding anyway, but they tried to ease some of that.
And you know what? And Dallas knew he was good after his first season. They knew he was good because what did they do? Went right out there and got Porzingis, trying to go ahead and try to start to build that big three. Meanwhile, our GM, Trey finished second in a Rookie of the Year. Our GM go out and get who? Re-sign Vince Carter. Are you kidding me?
But remember though, remember
that. Remember what, man? This dude.
Remember, Demond, this is what they told, because Trey had brought up that, right, about Luka and all that. Travis and them told Trey, hey, they're trying to win now. We're trying to win 5 years from now. You know what I'm saying? So we are on two different, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, think about how that sound. And we trying to win 5 years. If you're a young player, and you trying to win, your goal is to be a champion, and your GM say, hey, we trying to win 5 years from now. Really?
I'm saying, we're trying to win. We're trying to be competitive for we're trying to have sustained success. They're just going for a flash in the pan.
Man, listen, I ain't trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that, and I'm a fan. I'm not trying to hear that. We trying to build crap. I've been hearing that forever.
But look what it got Golden State. 4 championships in 8 years. It works.
Who else done that?
San Antonio, 5 championships in however
Uh-huh.
many years. I don't know, 12, 15, whatever.
Who else? It ain't too many. You could
Ain't
say
too
what?
many, but
You could say the early Lakers, the early Pistons, in the 80s late 80s, 90 Pistons. Um,
yeah.
Who else? You could say the early Celtics. You could say
Even this Celtics team, they're not
not
that.
really. No, not really, because remember they went. Remember they went and traded for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, but
So
that
they
that,
blew they
that
blew
didn't
that
work.
they blew that whole draft shit up when they went after Irving.
But
Then
you see when
then they went back to it.
yeah, but you see when they stuck with it, how it worked for them. So that's why I got high hopes this year for the Hawks because I'm looking at Boston and I don't think that team was that talented. It wasn't
And they
that
missing the big man Smith gonna miss like the first 20 games of the season. He injured.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, bro, like I'm giving Coach Nate 25 games, man. We need to be at a minimum 5 games over 500. We need to be at a minimum 15-10. And I'm saying that because I know other teams in the East have gotten better this year. You know, the Cavs with Donovan Mitchell.
Do you think they're better?
Hell yeah, they done got better.
No, I'm saying you think they're better than the Hawks.
I don't know, man.
I don't think
I don't
so.
know. Because like I tell people when it comes to the Hawks, like even when they ask me to make predictions for how many wins we going to get for the season, I always tell them the same thing. I'll be like, bro, I got to see us play. Because one minute we could come out here and look like world beaters. Next minute we could come out here and look like a sorry sack of crap. You know what I'm saying? Like we did when San Antonio came to Atlanta last year and blew up.
I was thinking about that the other day, but I'm like, I think Murray is going to change a lot of those games where they lost to like the other day they lost to Detroit by like one game but like 25 30 points. They lost to a lot of bottom feeder teams. I think Murray, I don't think they're going to have that letdown. I mean, some games you can like see they just didn't want to play. I mean, like, they're like, oh man, we got to go to work today. So I think Murray's going to change that. I think Dre went out. Okay, say Roll One Up said go all in for spending money. After this season, though, I think they will. Once they see it work, I think they'll spend more money. But I don't think it's logical to spend $75 million on something that may or may not work. I think it's going to work, but if it doesn't, what I'm saying, that's a lot of money.
It's going to work, bro. It's going to work.
Yeah, I agree. Murray on change that energy. I agree. I still got Boston in the top 2. I mean, they're Malcolm Brogdon in the finals. That Ume thing is going to hurt them a lot because he made a big difference on their coaching. But talent-wise, I still got Boston in the top 2.
All right, family, check it. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this show early tonight, man. We're gonna come back tomorrow, guys. You gonna be free tomorrow, Matt?
Yeah. What time you?
Same time, whatever time you're available. Yeah, I work from home, so I'm free anytime.
Yeah. Yeah, same time, 7.
So we're gonna do okay. So we'll do 6.
Oh,
So
wait. What's tomorrow?
tomorrow is Wednesday.
Okay. Tomorrow is the open practice, Ma. So that's where I'm going to be at.
Okay, bet that. What time the practice start?
6, I want to say. Or no, it starts at 7. Because I get
Okay.
off work at 6.
Okay, so what's up? We could do a show when you get back.
All right.
So
I want to say it's from 6 to 8.
Okay, so we can shoot
7:30, something like that.
We'll shoot for what, 9 o'clock Eastern time?
Yeah.
Like you time to get home, get settled.
Yeah.
Because it's on 8 o'clock for me.
Oh yeah.
Okay, families. So we're gonna be back up here tomorrow, man. 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central, because I gotta fix my internet, and I can't take this no more, bro. But hey, it's the first one back, the first live back. I gotta work all the kinks out. But guys, hey, I appreciate everybody who tapped in. Hey, just in case y'all didn't know, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna drop that link. Y'all know how it go. Y'all come on here, voice your own thoughts, your own opinions about these Hawks as we get ready to ramp up for training camp. And what they going to Dubai over there? Man, we finna go all the way over there for what? That's why we ain't got no money. They need to be saving that money.
Dubai.
They're going over there to Dubai, somewhere in the Middle East to practice. I guess they're doing something for NBA Without Borders or something. But yeah, we're gonna talk about, because I want to talk about Onyeka. I saw a couple of videos of his jump shot looking real good.
And they say he can shoot. He gonna let him shoot. So I said, what?
Hey, and we're gonna dig in that tomorrow. But hey, thanks for tapping in, family. Sorry I had to cut the show short. My internet is tripping. I figured it out. It's on my end. I don't know, my son got some type of VPN or something up here running now. So now I gotta go hunt this stuff down. But we're gonna be here tomorrow, 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. We talk Hawks. We go on back live. Y'all know how we get down. I can't wait for these games to start, bro. Cause I ain't gonna front. I do miss them post game lives. We be lit on them, man. We can't be mad. Shoot. But it's your boy. Y'all know who this is. My guy Matt. And remember, if y'all want to come up here, guys, I'm gonna drop that link. Y'all come over here, chop it up. I see we got our fellow Toronto fan up in here. We got Raj back. So look like the old crew coming back in here. Now we just got to get a couple more people back in here. But yeah, it's your boy, Damon, also known as MI4K20. My guy Matt. Y'all can follow him on Twitter. Drop your Twitter, Matt.
Let's see. I'm still new, so hold on, let me look.
Okay, he new in the Twitter world. But y'all can follow Matt on Twitter. And we're gonna be right here, family. Make sure y'all come back, tap in with us. We're gonna keep this going. Getting excited for the season. I know we all got big expectation. We're gonna talk about that Clint Capella mess too. I don't know why he gonna put Eastern Conference Finals. Like, what? That's why we need to get rid of this guy, man.
He did what?
Dude, they put a thing. I'll say this real quick. But if I go out, I'm just gonna shut the show down. So, but
well, he went out. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow.